So, Kate Middleton, what is going on with her on a physical basis? Because one thing about waking up from a coma, it's not like the movies. Hey guys, it's Slurred. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Now, let's get into this video and break a lot of this stuff down. A bit of a conversation that I wanted to have with you guys, that I don't think we really understood the actuality, even from a biological perspective, a medical perspective, of waking up from a medically induced coma. By this point, I personally believe that she was in a medically induced coma. I'm believing the Spanish press. I'm believing Concha Caleja. She's been consistent 3-4 times she's spoken out. The palace only responding to her and then suddenly saying that Kate had left the hospital after the Spanish press first announces, but Kate wasn't seen leaving the hospital, gives me all the answers that I need to know. I feel like she was in a medically induced coma. Something took place. I know for a fact that things were removed from her. I just can't go into all of that medically because that's not what I'm concerned about. And I just don't think that if the palace speaks on it, then I can talk about it, or if it gets leaked or another press, then. But I don't want to go into it. But we don't actually discuss the fact that waking up from a coma is very difficult for a lot of people. You don't just wake up, think everything is a horrible nightmare, and then off you go and you're discharged from the hospital. No, you suffer from significant speech issues, muscle issues, you could have paralysis, memory loss. There could be a large amount of issues that are ongoing. And so I think this is why she has not returned yet, was because if she has waken up from her coma situation, perhaps things are far worse with her recovery. And therefore, this is an issue. In any case, for coma damage, there's always some sort of brain injury, whether caused by trauma to the head or by the medications from an induced coma. According to this, she could be awake with her eyes open or responding to physical stimuli, but still in a coma. So, that in itself is, quite interesting. Easter was about Will taking his kids to Amna to talk with them about their mother's condition without Kate, is what, the Easter speculation is that people are also discussing. A coma, guys, is a state of minimal brain function. It's not like being awake or asleep. Neurons that should be firing and signals that should be transmitted aren't during a coma. This is usually due to some sort of damage. We use the Glasgow Coma Scale to judge whether someone is in a coma. It measures things like responses to pain, and a score of 8 or low indicates someone is officially in a coma through the typical laying in a bed, totally non-responsive imagery. To sum up, a coma is when the brain cannot function properly due to damage. This damage can have significant effects that cause them to not respond to their senses and unconsciousness. The brain needs time to repair itself or form new pathways when the person wakes up. Sometimes the damage is so severe and the brain can't find a way to get around it. In this instance, the patient may end up in a persistent vegetative state, unlikely to ever wake up from their coma again. So that these are possibilities. If she has woken up from a medically induced coma, she needs to develop these new neural pathways, for things that she may have forgotten. She could only be working with her eyes. She is paralyzed, vegetative state, her speech is slurred, she can't speak properly. These are the issues why the palace is trying to hide everything and extend everything for 24/7, for why she might not be seen now for apparently years or however long. And for the BAFTA awards coming up, they've declined their entrances for invitations, and the video to state that only William is doing it, not Kate. That to me is insane. Why would Kate not be there? They were both invited. They're both doing up a video to say we can't come here, and only William's doing the video. Like that to me is a big catastrophic warning sign. I don't know, it is. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys some consistent Royal Nugget updates. I feel like for the past 48 hours I've been quite busy with my best friend here in Dubai, and so we have just been extremely busy. So I have been able to do so my apologies. And when I have, there have been some slight camera issues. But subscribe to the channel, guys. Comment down below. Free Palestine all day, every day. The Rafah invasion has begun when that was never meant to take place. Prior to that, they've killed so many as well. There have been so many videos I've seen of dead children. It is absolutely insane. And they've just found another mass grave. How many mass graves are we going to keep finding for them to actually have massive wide uproar? But no, instead, let's look at famous people at the Met Gala when they've had so much money to go to these events to judge their outfits. Who gives a frick? It's literally the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games was inspired by what was going on in Iraq and so many innocent people being killed by a lot of the American invasion. And then you also then have the fact that the next day there's all these red carpet events. That's what the Hunger Games was inspired by, and that's what's happening today right in front of our eyes. Like, we can enjoy the finer things in this life if we've been blessed and privileged to do so, and I've been so privileged and blessed to do so, and every day I've become even more appreciative from witnessing this genocide on our screens. But at the same time, whilst we can enjoy the finer things in life, we need to be conscious of where our money is going to not aiding specific directly to these places, but also whilst we can enjoy the finer things in life, we should also simultaneously raise awareness for what is going on in this world, especially if you have platforms, audiences, whether you're a content creator or not. At this point, it is a judicial right of a human being to do so. And every day I'm seeing it, and I don't know. Like, what the hell do we do, guys? It is really insane what is going on. You damn must be wrong if you think I'm just going to be talking about the royals every day. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have seen way too many dead children hanging from the walls, in rubbles, buried, dead, screaming, crying. I've seen way too many. The fact that there was a one child called Hind who was in a car, her family was killed, and she was crying to the charity, say, please save me, these Israeli troops are coming for me. It's all on record, it's all online. Please save me, please save me. And they go in there and they kill her. Like a horror movie. 6 years old. Can you imagine if she was your daughter, your younger sister? Can you just imagine for a second? It is absolutely insane. For those who say, oh, are you going to condemn Hamas, X, Y, Z? They are fighting for their land. There wouldn't be. Hamas was birthed out of Israeli colonization, Israeli genocide, and Nakbas that have been going on, which is mass killings in the 1940s and 60s. Look at history, it's all there for you. That is a symptom that was developed out of colonization. They are fighting for their land back. Don't know about you, but if somebody came into my house, dragged me out of my place and killed my father and shaved me my father's head, I'm gonna do what I need to do to get my land back. It's common sense, but people refuse to see it because they blindly, and not blindly, they consciously follow white supremacy and white colonization because that is what they want, and they're saying it to you in your faces, right into your faces, and they're taking you for a fool. Absolutely crazy. Free Palestine all day, every day. And if you think otherwise, go and suck your mum. Subscribe or comment down below, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.